Hi, Ambre. Ready for a quick ride? Linguistic and literal?
Always. I love short conversations that teach a lot. Where does our dialogue take place today?
It's set in an elevator in France with two neighbors, Hugo and Camille.
Perfect. A tiny space, quick talk, lots to learn. Curious to see what they say.
Me too. Little moments like this are language gold.
Let's listen to the dialogue.
Short and simple, exactly what we like. Okay, on to the sentence by sentence breakdown.
Dialogue.
Bonjour.
Bonjour.
Il fait chaud aujourd'hui.
Oui, beaucoup.
Vous montez au 4e?
Oui, j'habite au 4e.
Moi aussi, c'est rapide.
Le bâtiment est neuf.
Exact. Bonne journée, madame.
Merci, monsieur. À bientôt.
Au revoir.
Au revoir.
Let's look at the first line. Hugo says, Bonjour. It means hello or good day. Grammatically, it's a neutral greeting used any time of day. No gender change, and pronunciation is the same for everyone. The keyword is bonjour, which is a simple, polite greeting. In France, people use bonjour for quick meetings like in an elevator. It is common and friendly. Bonjour, comment ça va? That means hello, how are you? And it uses the same greeting structure.
Next, Camille answers. Ambre reads. Bonjour. She repeats the same friendly greeting back. No grammar change, same pronunciation. In French, it's polite to answer a greeting immediately. The vocabulary is the same word, bonjour. In real life, even a quick bonjour keeps social harmony in small shared spaces. Bonjour, madame. That means hello, ma'am, and adds a polite title.
Now Hugo continues. Louis reads Hugo's next line. Il fait chaud aujourd'hui. It literally means it makes hot today. In other words, it's hot today. In French, we often use il fait to talk about weather. The il is impersonal and cannot become elle here. Pronunciation is the same regardless of speaker gender. Key vocabulary. Chaud means hot and aujourd'hui means today. Note that aujourd'hui is pronounced roughly as a single word and can be tricky at first. In France, people often comment on weather when entering an elevator or a store. It's small talk fuel. Il fait froid ce soir. That means it's cold tonight, using the same weather structure.
Camille replies briefly. I'll read her line. Oui, beaucoup. It means yes, a lot, or yes, very much. Grammar-wise, it's a short sentence. Oui means yes, and beaucoup is an adverb meaning a lot. No gender change, and pronunciation is the same for both genders. Vocabulary highlight. Beaucoup is spelled with a silent P and pronounced like beaucoup in French. People in France use short replies like this in fast encounters. It's efficient and polite. Oui, un peu. That means yes, a little. Same structure with a different adverb.
Next, Hugo asks an important practical question. I'll say it. Vous montez au 4e? It asks, are you going up to the 4th? The speaker uses vous, which is formal or plural. Grammar note. Vous can be polite singular or plural. The question uses the verb monter to go up, and au 4e means to the 4th floor. Pronunciation of vous and tu is different. Vous sounds like vous. Tu sounds like tu. The rest stays the same. Vocabulary. Monter is the present tense for vous. Au is the contraction of a plus le, used before masculine nouns like 4e étage. In France, people often ask the floor number in elevators to confirm and be polite. Tu montes au 4e? That means, are you going up to the 4th? Using the informal tu, which you use with friends.
Quick friendly debate. Should Hugo say tu or vous? I think in an apartment building, vous is safer with neighbors you do not know well.
I disagree slightly. If you live in the same building and already said bonjour, sometimes people switch to tu, but it depends on region and age.
Exactly. It varies. So vous is the default polite choice.
Camille answers the floor question. I'll read her line. Oui, j'habite au 4e. She says yes, I live on the 4th. Grammar. J'habite is the first person singular of habiter. No gender change here. Pronunciation of j'habite is the same whether speaker is male or female. Vocabulary. Habite means live, and the contraction with the apostrophe happens because je meets a vowel. In France, it's common to say which floor you live on when meeting neighbors briefly. J'habite au 2e. That means I live on the 2nd floor. Same structure, but different number.
Hugo replies, I'll read his short friendly line. Moi aussi, c'est rapide. He says, me too. It's quick. Grammar. Moi aussi is a fixed phrase meaning me too. C'est stands for cela est and introduces a comment, here, rapide. No gender change in c'est rapide because it's a neutral statement. However, if the thing described were feminine, you would still say c'est rapide. Pronunciation doesn't change by the speaker's gender. Vocabulary. Rapide means fast or quick. People often say this about elevator rides. Short and quick, like an espresso shot of conversation.
Analogy time. An elevator chat is like a postcard. Short, polite, and enough to remind you who lives nearby. C'est très rapide. That means it's very quick, using très to add emphasis.
Camille then comments about the building. I'll read her line. Le bâtiment est neuf. The building is new. Grammar. Bâtiment is masculine, so we use le, and the adjective neuf is in masculine form. If the noun were feminine, the adjective would change. Pronunciation can change slightly because neuf ends with an F sound, and the feminine neuve ends with a V sound. Vocabulary. Bâtiment means building, and neuf means new. In France, noting a building is new can mean it's modern and sometimes more expensive. It's small but useful information. La maison est neuve. That means the house is new, showing the adjective change to match a feminine noun.
Hugo then politely wishes her a good day. I'll read it. Exact. Bonne journée, madame. He confirms and says, have a good day, ma'am. Grammar. Bonne journée is feminine because journée is a feminine noun. The word bonne agrees in gender. Madame is a polite title for a woman. Pronunciation between titles is different for gender. Monsieur and madame are distinct. Vocabulary. Bonne journée is a common polite farewell during daytime. Bonne journée, monsieur. That means have a good day, sir, showing the male form of the title.
Camille replies with a polite thank you and goodbye. I'll say it. Merci, monsieur. À bientôt. She says thank you, sir. See you soon. Grammar. Merci is thank you and stays the same for everyone. À bientôt is a common way to say see you soon. No gender change here. In France, à bientôt is friendly and implies you expect to see the person again, which is common with neighbors. Merci madame, à bientôt. This version is simply the female title, same meaning.
Finally, both say goodbye. I'll read Hugo's last line first. Au revoir. It means goodbye. Grammar. It's a set phrase, no gender variation, pronunciation the same for everyone. In France, a simple au revoir is standard and polite for leaving. Au revoir. And that repeats the polite farewell. Nice and tidy conversation.
That finishes our sentence-by-sentence look. Now, listen to the dialogue one more time to hear how it flows.
Dialogue.
Bonjour.
Bonjour.
Il fait chaud aujourd'hui.
Oui, beaucoup.
Vous montez au 4e?
Oui, j'habite au 4e.
Moi aussi, c'est rapide.
Le bâtiment est neuf.
Exact. Bonne journée, madame.
Merci, monsieur. À bientôt.
Au revoir.
Au revoir.
Quick review. We heard a short elevator chat with greetings, weather small talk, asking the floor, and polite farewells.
Right, and the main structures to remember are the weather phrase Il fait chaud aujourd'hui, the floor question Vous montez au quatrième, and the living phrase J'habite au quatrième.
We also saw polite forms like madame, monsieur, and how adjectives like neuf change for gender to neuve.
Don't forget short responses. Oui, beaucoup. And friendliness markers like à bientôt and bonne journée. They make you sound natural.
A practical tip. If you're unsure whether to use tu or vous, go with vous until you know the person better. It keeps things polite.
And practice pronunciation on tricky words like aujourd'hui and beaucoup aloud. Small words matter in quick chats.
Try to imagine this scene next time you're in an elevator. Short, polite sentences like an espresso of language.
Okay, now go practice the quiz.
True or false? The sentence Il fait chaud aujourd'hui uses il to refer to Hugo.
False. Il here is impersonal and refers to the weather, not a person.
True or false? In the dialogue, le bâtiment est neuf. Could be said as la bâtiment est neuve, with the same grammar.
False. Bâtiment is masculine, so we use le bâtiment est neuf. If it were a feminine noun, like maison, you would say la maison est neuve.
True or false? Vous montez au quatrième is always plural and never used to address one person politely.
False. Vous can be plural or a polite singular. In this dialogue, Hugo uses it politely for one person.
How do you say it's hot today in French?
Il fait chaud aujourd'hui. Use the impersonal il fait plus the adjective chaud and pronounce aujourd'hui as one word.
How to say yes, I live on the fourth in French?
Oui, j'habite au quatrième. The contraction je comes before the vowel in habite.
How do you ask? Are you going up to the fourth floor, formally and informally?
Formally, vous montez au quatrième? Informally, tu montes au quatrième? The verb form changes. Monter for vous, monter for tu.
How do you say me too in French?
Moi aussi. It's a fixed phrase and very handy when agreeing.
How to say the building is new and give the feminine version?
Masculine, le bâtiment est neuf. La maison est neuve. The adjective changes to agree with the noun.
How do you say have a good day, madame, in French, and also for a man?
To a woman, bonne journée, madame. To a man, bonne journée, monsieur. The title changes with gender.
How do you say see you soon in French?
À bientôt. Short and common among neighbors.
Great work! Now listen and repeat the dialogue to practice rhythm and pronunciation.
Bonjour. Bonjour.
Bonjour. Bonjour.
Il fait chaud aujourd'hui. Il fait chaud aujourd'hui.
Oui, beaucoup. Oui, beaucoup.
Vous montez au quatrième? Vous montez au quatrième?
Oui, j'habite au quatrième. Oui, j'habite au quatrième.
Moi aussi, c'est rapide. Moi aussi, c'est rapide.
Le bâtiment est neuf. Le bâtiment est neuf.
Exact. Bonne journée, madame. Exact. Bonne journée, madame.
Merci, monsieur. À bientôt. Merci, monsieur. À bientôt.
Au revoir. Au revoir.
Au revoir. Au revoir.
First takeaway. Short elevator conversations use simple fixed phrases like bonjour, il fait chaud, and au revoir, which you can practice and keep ready.
Second takeaway. Pay attention to pronouns and agreement. Il fait for weather, le and la for gender, and adjective changes like neuf to neuve.
Third takeaway. Use vous as a safe, polite form with neighbors until you know whether to use tu.
If you enjoyed this, please subscribe and leave a review to help others find the show.
Also tell a friend and practice these lines together. Repetition is how it sticks.
Thanks for joining us today. Goodbye and keep speaking French.
Goodbye. Make every elevator ride a tiny lesson and enjoy the language around you.